I don't care. He's old. I poke bears. I don't respect no one until they come and give me 40.
And just when we needed him most, he went poof. The Memphis Grizzlies, after last night, they went 0-18 this year as road underdogs, which is just one of the many red flags with this team. One of the many reasons they don't end up getting it done. They don't get out of the first round. They are sent to Cancun by 7 seed Laker team, LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and a pretty wicked supporting cast. Honestly, one of the best play-in teams we've ever seen. I think that much can be stated without an argument, but this video is not about the Lakers. I'll talk about the Lakers. I know I've been a little bit busy and just not present for you guys, but I'll try to do my best just to give you my raw thoughts about what's going on in general. Dillon Brooks has failed us though. That is today's topic. This guy somehow gets a whole video. Dillon Brooks has failed us. This was your moment. This was what we had all waited for. I don't care he's old. Clearly, you care a little bit because you wouldn't have skipped media for your 3 losses in a row. You ran your mouth. You could not stand on it. You could not back your words up. You could not take it like a man. You are a phony, and you went out as sad as anyone, and I say that as somebody who was rooting for you. Because, listen, I know when this guy popped up in mainstream NBA media for the first time, everybody's talking shit. It seemed like everybody hated this man because he wasn't that good at basketball, and yet he was a name, and everything he said got quoted and reported like it was front page news. But the idea of antagonists, of irritant type players, is something that always makes a basketball game entertaining. It brings more to the story. It just gives us more to talk about, more to watch for. Nobody wants to watch a bunch of robots with no emotions play basketball. There needs to be some level of cinema, of meaning beyond just putting the ball in the basket, stopping your opponent from putting the ball in the basket. Emotion is necessary, and it optimizes the product. So Dillon Brooks, I love what he stands for. I love somebody who will just talk and doesn't give a damn what anybody says. I don't care if I'm 3 for 15, I'm gonna run my mouth. I think that's pretty goddamn funny, and a lot of people are sensitive. They gotta complain about everything. Maybe their team lost to the Grizzlies and this guy is talking shit. Maybe you're a Warriors fan and he just held Steph Curry to 12 points. Listen, if there's one thing about Dillon Brooks, he is an excellent individual defensive player containing star guys. Listen, LeBron James had far from his best playoff series in his life, and we can say, yes, it's an old LeBron. It is a LeBron that, maybe he's not 100% right. Who knows just exactly how healthy that foot is. But this man, Dillon Brooks, he did a decent job. As far as individual defense on LeBron James in this series, you can't say that he just got cooked every play. In fact, the problem with Dillon Brooks was more so on the offensive end of the floor for the Grizzlies in this series. The defensive end of the floor is literally why he's on the court. But this man, it's not about the fact that you lost. I didn't really think you were going to stop LeBron James. And hey, he didn't drop 40 on your head, so, you don't have to respect him. But when the going gets tough, you got to be able to handle it. You got to be able to clean up the mess you've made in some capacity. At least continue to be yourself. At least don't fold. At least don't go out like this. You can get whopped by 40 and you can still maintain that persona. You can still have a response. You can still set yourself up for next year. Yeah, you went out and you got sent to Cancun with 40-point deficit. And it was disgusting. They were showing close-ups of you on the bench. Who knows what you were thinking, but it still doesn't have to be the end of the world. You can still go out the way you want to if you're really that guy. And when I say that guy, I'm not talking about on the court. I'm just talking about the persona. You can inspire your team in general as this sort of enforcer guy, as a disruptor type. And so yeah, I lost respect. I didn't appreciate that. I don't know. This is kind of stupid to make a whole video about Dillon Brooks in general, because should he be getting this level of attention? Not for the level of his play, but as a talking head, as like a leader of this team. I mean, we don't even know if he's going to be back. He's an unrestricted free agent now. After this series, what compels the Memphis Grizzlies to bring him back? I do think he contributes to the identity of this team. For better or for worse, you could have a great team with Dillon Brooks on your team being kind of a key player, at least for defense. Maybe he doesn't start or play this many minutes. But there are certainly positive components that he brings to a basketball team. He has certainly contributed to the framework of why this Memphis Grizzlies team can be a 2 seed in the Western Conference in back-to-back years. So there's something, but does the good outweigh the bad in the end? Do the Grizzlies see it that way? Does he really actually fit with their team? These are the big questions that the executives will have to consider, and in the end, it's going to be very interesting to see where this guy goes, but I don't really care that much anymore. He is not the person I thought he might be. Like, if Patrick Beverley had gone out like that, I don't think he skips media. I think he responds, and he has a good send-off message, regardless. No matter how bad it is, there's always light at the tunnel. That's what you have to believe, even if you lose. You know, Giannis gave a great response. And by the way, this video is not about Giannis, but if I was to give my opinion real quick on the whole Giannis thing, they're doing a marketing campaign for Nike. You just got to keep going. There's no such thing as failure. That was a failure. Sorry, but it's true. And I love Giannis. Come on, you lost to an 8 seed in 5 games. You failed. Don't care if you were a little injured. You failed. It's okay. Failure makes you stronger. You are allowed to fail. You try things because you might fail. That's what life is about. So, you know, there's no shame in failure, I would say, but to say it's not failure, we got to look at ourselves in the mirror a little bit. Come on. I know y'all saw what I saw if you were watching that series. That's conversation for another day. Dillon Brooks is a failure as far as I'm concerned at this moment in time. He doesn't have to be a failure. It doesn't have to end like this. But at this point, he's a failure. His campaign of this season, it failed. You were not the man that you thought you were. And you did not stand on business. That's going to do it. Let me know what you guys think about this man. What the hell is going to happen? Is he going to be playing for the Rockets next year? Or the Shanghai Sharks? Or the Memphis Grizzlies? Or somewhere else? Let me know. I'm going to try to have some more videos coming out soon, because round 2 is right around the corner. In fact, the Nuggets-Suns game, by the time you're hearing this, it had already happened. But we have some other series to preview. I want to talk about that one as well, but let me know what you guys think. I'm out. Thanks for watching, y'all. Peace.